is not the cutest. It's not my favorite. I don't like it. Hi you guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Becky. I'm a wife, mom, realtor, and homestager located here in northern Utah. And today we are going to be talking about design trends in 2023 that I will be skipping. These are trends that everybody loves, that you see all over Pinterest, but they're not my favorite, and I'm going to tell you why right now. Here on my channel, we talk about all things home, from DIY to decor and organizing. If that is what you're into, please consider liking and subscribing. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. So number one is eliminating open shelving. This is a thing that I'm seeing everywhere. Article after article I'm reading, video after video I'm watching. People are talking about getting rid of all of their open shelves. In some cases, I think, okay, yeah, that's nice. Whole kitchens don't need to be open shelves. But at the same time, I don't want to let them go all the way. I like my open shelves I have in my kitchen because of my type of organizing style. I am a person who, if I can't see my belongings, I tend to forget what I have. So open shelves are a way for me to keep my things organized and nice and be able to see what I've got. So although this is a trend we're seeing less and less of, it's a trend that I'm kind of going to ignore. I still like my open shelves. Another trend is textured wall paint. While I think this is beautiful, I love the style, I love the aesthetic, I love how beautiful it can really make your space look, it's going to be a no for me, and here's why. Because this takes forever to do. And in 1 or 2 years, it probably won't be cool anymore. And think about the work you're going to have to do to go back through a room, sand it down, retexturize the wall, and repaint the wall. While it is so pretty, for me, I don't think it's worth it. If you want to do it in your space, like, have at it. I would love to see it. Tag me if you do it. But I personally will not be following this trend in my home. Another design style that I am watching grow increasingly by the day in popularity is Gothic interior design style. This is where you have ultra moody rooms that are black or almost black with lots of dark colors. And for me, while I do love a moody room, I don't love the Gothic interior design style, and here's why. For me, it is too dark. Here in Utah, during the winter especially, it gets dark so early. It's like 4:30 and dark outside during the winter. Imagine if your room was a dark Gothic room and the sun goes down at 4:30 and it's just very dark. So for me, it's a little bit of a pass. While I do like to look at those rooms and I think they can be done really well and look super beautiful, it's not for me. Another trend is the monochromatic color scheme. While I do love the warm neutrals that are making a huge comeback and that are definitely taking over from the grays and the whites and the blacks, I think the same pitfall that we had a couple of years ago is a possibility today when it comes to these monochromatic color schemes that are so matchy-matchy and tone-on-tone. I do love neutral colors, but I think you definitely can overdo it. For me personally, I like to avoid when things are too matchy-matchy because I think it's a little boring. So let me know down below if you're really minimalist and you don't like a ton of stuff, decor pieces and whatnot. Do you like the monochromatic color schemes, or are you up for some pops of color? Let me know down below. Another one I'm seeing a big push for is the ultra luxe maximalist design style. This is where you've got tufted everything, opulence, lots of gold, big gaudy light fixtures. While I do love this in hotels or at nice restaurants, or if you just happen to see it in a magazine, it's so impressive to look at. But it's not a style that I will be implementing in my home anytime soon. And the reason is, A, I've got kids, and anything that looks shiny and like it belongs in a museum is a magnet for destruction in this house. So it's a design trend that I will definitely be skipping. Now this is a big one for me, and I have seen so many torn opinions about it, so I'm curious to know what y'all think as well, but it is the pops of pink and pastels. Whole rooms being Easter colored. I personally do not love this trend. I love pastels in a nursery, and I love pastels in a playroom, but anywhere else in the home, I think not. For me personally, having a pink shower is not the cutest. It's not my favorite. I don't like it, even though pink is one of my favorite colors. It's just not a homey color, I would say. I'm not sure why this is making a comeback. We had it kind of in the 50s with the bubblegum pink and the mint green and the baby blue. So I guess for people who like that retro style and who want to modernize it a little bit, I can see how this would be a really appealing aesthetic. But for me personally, I am not the biggest fan of the pops of pink and the pastels taking over the whole home. Trend number 7 is what I call jewel tone overload. This is where you have an entire room painted in a bright, vibrant jewel tone. For me personally, this is a pass. Not because I don't love the jewel tones. I actually am really excited about them. After the last design phase of everything being so ultra minimalist, or the opposite, farmhouse and very muted and, you know, all of that. It was fun. It had its moment. It was a time when we saw very little decorating done with jewel tones, so bright blues and greens and oranges and, yes, the occasional pink. I don't love having whole rooms super, super bright colors in my home. Personally, I like home to feel very relaxing and welcoming and inviting, and not like, hey, welcome to my house. And I think there is a little bit of a risk with the jewel tone explosion where that could happen. If you are somebody though who loves to go wild with color and who is a very colorful person, you might really love this jewel tone phase. And if that's you, go off, do it, enjoy your space. These are all just my opinions on some trends that I'm going to pass on this year. Let me know down below if there are some trends that you love or trends that you are going to pass on. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.